Hello, hello. We are back again with another interview with another creator who has a live Kickstarter campaign. With this one, we're going to be talking about bringing fashion to the table. So let me bring on Christina. Let me add Christina here. Da, da, da. Waiting on Christina, and then we'll be talking crowdfunding. Let's see. Hi, Christina.
Hello, how are you?
I'm well. How are you doing?
I'm good. Can you see me? Because all I can see on my side is just a black screen, so I'm not sure whether you can see me.
Yeah, I can see you perfectly.
Yeah? Okay,
Okay, cool.
fantastic.
Where are you calling from today?
Well, so two of us, I'm based in Madrid. My other sister is here in Madrid with me. She's not going to be here today, but and then our other sister is in Rotterdam in the Netherlands.
Oh,
So everyone's in Europe, and so it's 11:30 here
wow.
p.m. And then yeah, two of us are in Spain, and then one of us is in the Netherlands.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for
Yeah.
taking the time to be on with us today.
No, no, no. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, so I would love it if you could tell people who are on here, and also in the future who are watching this, a bit more about your campaign.
Absolutely. Well, we literally just launched today, so I am a
Right?
nervous wreck. I hope that I can hide that, but I am. I've been shaking all day. It's been such an emotional day, like literally all ups and downs. It's been a strange day. Campaign-wise, well, what we're trying to do is just yeah, bring fashion to the table. This started a couple of years ago
Mhm.
after a few dinners where really every little detail was taken care of. Every like the dishes were very, very carefully prepared. Every wine was very carefully selected.
Yeah.
But then in the end, the table was really like it was just a wannabe. Like you could see that there was detail and there was people wanting to express care and attention, but they
Yeah.
couldn't. Because it gets to a point, we think, where table linen is something that is a bit outdated and it's a bit boring. And we just wanted to make it a little bit younger and fresher and just wanted to make young people excited to put the table again because
Yeah.
we could see that there was that need.
Mm.
um, so we did it. And then obviously when we were thinking about production ways, um, we didn't consider things that we weren't happy, that weren't in line with our values really. So every material is 100% organic.
Wow.
From obviously the table linen down to the little bag sachet that they come in, everything is organic. Everybody that is involved in the process is, has a dignified life and salary, and just it's getting to a point where we're just making things the way we want them to be.
Yeah.
And that's basically it. So we just went live today. We have our campaign running for 2 weeks,
Mhm.
so from today until the 24th.
Yeah.
And then we're hoping to get to as many people as possible because we really think that there is a space for us to grow as business women, as individuals, and as a table linen brand. So we just want people to know that we're here and that we are here to stay, really.
I love it. I actually go out camping quite a bit here in Washington, and we always bring
Hmm.
table linen actually to use
Do
at the
you?
campsite. Yeah, and it's always really fun
Amazing.
to find like beautiful patterns or something relevant to like a younger, age group.
Exactly.
Everything's just like, an old just like plaid or something. It's really
Exactly.
pricey.
Exactly. It's made for your grandma, isn't it? It's not made for you. Like nobody has you in mind when they're making table linen, and we wanted to change that. We wanted to have us in mind when we were making table
Yeah.
linen. It's often was just boring.
Yeah, I actually love to know like how you decided on the different patterns or artwork that you see on your linens. But I see that you have quite a few different styles on there.
Yeah, well, it was just it was a part of the creative process. That was 100% my sister. She is the artful one. We are. I'm not that artful at all. My art is the words, but definitely is, I'm not visual at all. So I'm crediting my sister 100%. So what we did was, at the beginning, we thought about just finding beautiful patterns that we could really connect with, and that didn't really happen. So it got to a point where we just got an illustrator.
Yeah.
This amazing artist, Anchara. She's based in India at the minute, and she's incredible. She's the master behind every single cartoon. And then she worked together with my sister, who was behind the designs. So my sister had she had a rough idea in her mind,
Okay.
and then together they brought it to life. Obviously under the directions of my sister, but all the illustrations are Anchora's. We're so happy with them. They are inspired 100% on Spain and the Mediterranean way of life. And I don't know if you guys know this. I think this is a little bit more well known in Europe rather than in the US. But here in Spain, we have this thing where after we finished eating, we just stay at the table for hours, just talking and finishing the wine, maybe opening a new bottle of wine even. But we just stay there forever. Like literally, I think after Christmas we can stay like 2-3 hours sometimes.
Oh.
It's just nice, And we were when the designs came to mind, they were thought about for that moment, when everything is clear and you still want the table to look nice and fun and just very Spanish and Mediterranean. We just wanted to reflect that and to bring it over to the world.
Yeah, I love that that type of culture, actually, the slow kind of take in the food, take in the wine, taking the people around you kind of culture. Because in the States here, everything is just like go, 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 and you don't get to enjoy the moment. So I appreciate you bringing up that, as one of the inspiration behind this project. Yeah. So
it was a very strong inspiration for us, and just enjoying. It's just a thing to enjoy. It's not a practical thing at all. It's the opposite. It's just something to enjoy.
Yeah. And for kind of the pre-launch part of your campaign, can you tell us more about how you looked at finding an audience, or who you were gonna kind of attract to the campaign and things like that?
Of course. Well, we've been really lucky because our team is quite diverse. It's literally just my sisters and I, but obviously we've counted with the help of all of our friends and family who have been amazing. But our team is quite diverse, and one of my sisters, she actually works in branding. She's I call her our branding magician. So for us to find an audience and who to talk to, for me, it was a massive process because that's not my background at all. I work as cabin crew, so that's not my background at all. So for me, it was such a massive journey, but for my sister, it was just another day, So we were quite lucky to have her as our teacher of sorts. She took us and she explained every single step to us, how to find our audience. It was I think it's quite defined. Our audience is younger people, maybe 25 to 45 each, who are a little bit tired of being tired, of just putting up with things, and they just want to reclaim what is theirs. So at the end of the day, it was quite easy to find our audience because we feel that we are our audience. So we just had to find that voice within ourselves and talk to that. So it was quite easy. Then in terms of finding that audience outside, like once it was defined, finding that audience out into the public, it's been challenging, and it still is today. Obviously, we're only on our first day of the campaign, so it still is very challenging. So what we're doing is we're relying very heavily on our friends and family, because we feel that we have that support behind us, and is what we're trying to do. And we're trying to find that audience outside as well, because we know that it is out there. So we're learning marketing as we go, online marketing, to find that people with our same voice. But it's a challenge, and it's such a learning process. It's really humbling. It is what it is. So humbling, because obviously we had some notions of what we were doing, but every day is just learning and more learning and more learning. It's really, really humbling.
Yeah, so I'm actually curious, since you mentioned that you have a different background than like online marketing. Can you tell us more about how you chose crowdfunding and how you chose Kickstarter as a launch platform? Because there's Shopify, there's like Amazon, there's so many other ways to launch. Why Kickstarter?
For us, it was quite an easy decision. It's been a couple of main points. First of all, we are three sisters, right? So two of us are addicted to Kickstarter.
Really?
It's dangerous, yeah. So if you go around my home, there's about 15 Kickstarter projects funded that I use daily. It's ridiculous. Like, we use shoes, backpacks. These earbuds that I'm using, they're not from Kickstarter, they're from Indiegogo, but they are crowdfunded.
Oh, wow.
They yeah. It's addictive. So once you get into crowdfunding and once you get bitten by the bug, then it's so hard to get out. Which is very nice for me, but it's so horrible for my wallet. Like, it's oh my God. So that, on one hand, we were very comfortable with the platform because we are regular users. So for us, it was always an option. And then we thought that it was also a really good way to test our market, to know, because for us, obviously, we think that our product has a place in the market, but it's a very specific market, I think, and it's a stable linen that is young, that is also expensive and organic. It's quite a niche market, so we just wanted to test it as well. So for us to, I don't know, either risk our life savings or go into the bank for a loan didn't seem like the perfect idea when we don't know whether it has the potential that we think it has. So those two combined, it just makes sense.
Got it. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, to kind of test the market, just test, what it would be like and what kind of messaging to use, what kind of positioning, what kind of images, that type of thing.
Exactly. On a worldwide audience as well, because we can think that in Spain we're going to be massive, but we don't know if we're going to be great in the UK. So for us to use something that is as known as Kickstarter is just easy to test your audience, isn't it? I think.
Yeah. Oh no, that's a really great point of like just that global kind of reach that Kickstarter has. So earlier I remember you talking about how you've been frazzled because it's like launch day and there's so much was going on.
Oh my God.
I actually rarely catch creators on their launch day. I either talk to them before or after. So now it's launch day. Can you tell us more about what you were doing, or like how what happened during launch day? Because it's always a whirlwind.
Wow. Basically, I woke up like 3 times this morning. Like, I woke up at 6, I woke up at 7, I woke up literally 3 times. And our plan was for our sister that is based in Rotterdam. She's a mother of 2, so she wakes up a little bit earlier than I do. So the plan was for her to launch the campaign, and that's what happened. So the plan was for the other 2 of us try and get some sleep. Obviously, the days before the launch, we haven't been getting that much sleep. In reality, what happened was that the campaign launched quite early, and then I just woke up 15 times. And then it's just been I've just been a nervous wreck all day long. What today has been it's been obviously nerve-wracking. It's been finding myself supported by obviously by those who are there for me. So my friends and my family, they have been incredible. So today has been a lot of stopping for a second and realizing that whatever happens, we are not alone. Whatever happens, we have learned so much. We actually made a point of going out for a drink yesterday to celebrate the process. Yeah. Rather than whatever happens, just the process and the learning curve and everything that we've been through, to celebrate that, regardless of what happens. Which was the point of doing it yesterday rather than today. So for us, that was very important. I asked creators just to know that I don't know, when you get into Kickstarter, I think that part of you has to know that there's a chance that you will not make it, or the project will not make it at this stage. So for us, it was very important to acknowledge that, and acknowledge that if that happens and if we don't go ahead, it's fine, because we have learned so much and we have tried. But obviously, we're shooting for the stars. Like, I mean, if next year I'm not invited to the Met Gala because I have the best table linen in the world, I will be slightly disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. Like, come on, they're gorgeous.
Yeah.
So it's been a bit of both. Like, on one side, I'm super humble, saying all the time, like, oh my God, we've learned so much. And then on the other side, I'm like, how are we not gonna make it? They are so cute. So it's I don't know. It's in a way, it's just it's a mess inside my head right now. But no, it's been a strange day.
Yeah.
Strange day. Maybe in a couple of days, I think that I can give you a better understanding of what happened today, because I think that today I'm too inside today. I don't know if I'm explaining myself.
Yeah, no, I completely get it. Every time I myself do a launch, it's always like nerve-wracking. I'm just like sweating, but also like my hands are shaking. I'm like, I gotta do this, but then like, oh, like people talking about it. Am I like talking to many, as you know, enough places, posting enough places, things like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, for the rest of the campaign, since today is your first day and you have about 14 days left, what kind of other marketing things are you planning for the campaign, just to get the word out, to kind of get more people to come to the page?
We think that because of the kind of product that we have, because it's very visual, we think that our best platform to go ahead is Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah.
So we're heavily relying on that. We were thinking for a while about relying on a marketing agency, but we looked at our resources, not just money-wise, but we were looking at our resources people-wise, our human resources really, and we realized that we have the potential to do it ourselves. So we are trying on our own. We have a couple of friends that are experts in marketing and that are helping us, and they are being incredible, because it's not our strongest suit, so they are being amazing helping us. But at the end of the day, we decided that we think that we are true Kickstarter, thinking like, you know, we're gonna go fully with what we have, and we were thinking whether we should, I don't know, maybe invest a little bit more in a marketing campaign or not. And it's gotten to a point where we think if we keep investing on our marketing and we keep, you know, just going that way, it gets to a point where we're losing sight of what the campaign is and of what the product is as well. So we're trying to do things right and slow.
Yeah.
And I think that heavily investing in marketing is obviously the right choice for most people. But I think that for the kind of product that we are trying to sell here, which is something that is very carefully made, very that takes care of every single detail, I think that for us the best approach is to go a little bit more slowly and more step by step than just do a heavy marketing campaign, which we are doing, just on a smaller scale. Smaller scale.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And you know, I was looking through your page earlier, and you know, all the images are incredibly beautiful. Did you do that all in-house, or did you find someone else to work on the images and for the page and things like that?
It was a bit of both. So we did it in-house with an old family friend. So we had the help of a very, very professional photographer, but who was an old family friend. So it was a bit of both. But all the art and all the art direction, that goes 100% to my sister, because she's got an incredible eye. Again, if it was up to me and I had all the resources in the world, I couldn't have done it, because I don't have that within me. She does. She does have that eye. So I don't know. We looked at what we had within the team and of what we had within our reach, and we realized that just asking for help can give you a professional touch. not professional touch, but professional help.
Yeah.
So with the photographer, for example, he's an incredibly credited photographer here in Spain, and he has been for the last, I don't know, 40 years,
Yeah.
maybe 35 years. And of course, the images look amazing. So, but it was just asking for help. Yeah, I don't know if I'm explaining myself, but answering to your question, I think it was a little bit of both, a little bit of doing it professionally and in-house.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought up, asking for help, because a lot of entrepreneurs kind of want to do everything by themselves. They're like, okay, this has to be done. I have to learn how to code. I have to learn how to do graphic design. I have to learn how to do photography. But, there's a lot of people who are experts out there who can, come in and help. Like myself, I refused to ask for help for so long. And now I have a team that actually helps me create content and like bring out vlogs and bring out educational videos, and it shortcuts the time. So I appreciate that you brought that up about that asking for help, because there's, like you're saying, you partnered up with a very, very great photographer, and the page was beautiful. I have it in front of me right here. It looks beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And so when you're looking at your actual rewards, can you tell us more about how you created the rewards, or like how you decided about early birds and like late tier and things like that, and how you decided to price everything?
Of course. Actually, when we started thinking about the rewards, we had in mind making a more in-depth reward system of dividing it a little bit more. But it got to a point where we realized that we literally have 4 products, 6 products really, and just that, and every single product offered on early bird, that's already 11 tiers of rewarding. And we realized that our product is quite simple. It's table linen. It's just done in a particular way that we think is the right way, but it's just table linen. We're not discovering the moon here. We're just wanting to do our table linen. So we thought that offering more than 11 tiers of rewards wasn't going to be the most clever option. We just realized that maybe it wasn't for our products. And when I've been buying other products, I've swarmed in the rewards, and we just thought that for our kind of audience and product, it wasn't the best. So we just tried to keep it as simple as possible. So what we're doing is literally we're offering all of our products, which are for 4 sizes of table linen. So we have small, either square or round. We have medium, we have large, and then we have 2 options to do it tailor-made. So if none of our sizes fit your table, then you can always opt for a tailor-made table linen. And then we are offering everything also in early bird. Now for the early bird, what we decided was, of course, we want to offer the early bird reward more than anything as an option for the true fans that have been supporting us from the very, very first minute. And again, I know that I brought this up earlier, but the support that we've received from our friends and family has been incredible. So we wanted to thank them in a way. We've had a couple of hundred people that have been following us from the beginning that have been honestly just incredible. So we wanted to thank them in a way. But we didn't want to cut our prices too much because the product is what it is. So we realized that if we cut it a little bit more, we could have been probably offering a more accessible product. But at the end of the day, that's not our product. The product is expensive because everybody in the process is paid a fair salary, and that adds up. So at the end of the day, if we cut our prices more, or if we offer more discounts, we were going to lose quality in the product, and we never wanted to do that. So we decided to just keep it very simple, and we decided to do just a few units of each. We're doing 100 units of each product on early bird with a 25% discount, which is virtually the lowest we can bring it down to, because otherwise we're losing money. And then the rest of the rewards is just the product with the price that it costs, because we don't want to compromise quality, because one of the big pillars of our product is the quality that we're guaranteeing. So we never wanted to compromise that.
Yeah. Yeah, I thank you for walking through that. I really appreciate that you touched on like kind of one of the reasons behind the early bird too is to really thank your
Hmm.
fans, right? To really thank those people who have been supporting you for so long because like, hey, they want to help you make this come to life. So like, let's
Yeah,
do what you
exactly.
can to like offer them the best price, pretty much.
Exactly. Exactly.
Awesome.
That's what we wanted.
Perfect. So with that said, where can people find your campaign and where can they, be a backer pretty much? Where should they go?
Well, they can go, if they want to get some information, they can either go to our Kickstarter campaign, which on Kickstarter, the project is called Bring Fashion to the Table, is what we're doing. So they can either back us up there or they can have a look at our own website, which is www.pradoybarrio.com, which, just an acceleration, that little y in Spanish is an and. So that's the reason for it. So it's Prado and Barrio, but pronounced in Spanish, really. So they can have a look in there. We think that we've explained the project quite in depth. We've gone full transparent. We're not leaving anything out. So anything they want to know about us or about the project or how to back us it's there. And everything's on the Kickstarter page as well. So we're gonna be there until the 24th of September. They can use the early bird discount today, tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow. So it's a 72-hour early bird discount that has been running for already about 12 hours ish, after a little bit longer. So they can utilize that if they want for a few more days, and and they can find us on Instagram, they can find us on Facebook, they can find us on LinkedIn, on Pinterest. We're literally everywhere. They can find us on our email, on our phone number. We are answering to absolutely everything. It's gotten to a point where I'm just answering the phone like, hi. I just want to talk to everyone and know about them and know what they like about the product. I don't know. We're getting to a very, very personal level with everyone that is backing us. So I'm very happy about that because it's what we wanted for this campaign, really.
Got it. Okay, well, thank you for going through that. So everyone listening here, go to Bring Fashion to the Table on Kickstarter and be sure to back the campaign for the next 14 days. All right. Well,
Please do.
thank you so much for your time, Christina. It was great to talk to you.
No, thank you so much for having us, honestly.
Yeah. All right. I'll see you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.